Well, good morning, everyone. Let's take our Bibles to 1 Corinthians chapter number 9. And I always look forward to the Sunday reviews on Monday morning. And this one is really important because I think that it's the key to all the things that we've been talking about when we're talking about our theme, running to win. And I think that if we're going to run to win, one of the most important things we can have is passion for it. And so we need to direct our passion toward the win or towards the win. And I think that one of the best ways to do that is to consider what Jesus has done for you. Listen to what Paul says in verses 19 through 23 in 1 Corinthians 9. I'll read it to you. He says, "For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all." Why? So that I might gain the more. I'm passionate about this. I want the gospel to go forth. He goes on, he says, "And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law." I'm so passionate about it. I'm kind of making a game plan. How can I best present the gospel to this certain group of people that I know have these certain cultural realities that I must recognize, so the gospel will come from a heart of love. And then he goes on in verse number 21, he says, "And to them that are without the law as without the law." That doesn't mean that Paul stops following the rules that God has given for the Christian life. It just means that these people won't understand the Mosaic law. They won't understand any of those things that have been given to the believer. And so I'm going to come into them and just talk to them about the realities of life and present them the scriptures that help them. And he says, "But under the law to Christ," so he's not rejecting the other. He says, "that I might gain them that are without the law." Listen to this next one. "To the weak became I as the weak, that I might gain the weak. I made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some." And so his passion is that people be saved. And I think that anyone who honestly looks at what God has done in them, what God has done for us, we would become passionate about others understanding and knowing the same love that we've experienced. Look at this next verse. It says, "And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you." He said, I do this because the gospel must go forth. The win, as we determined throughout our series, is the gospel going out. And I want you to be passionate about the gospel. The best way to generate that passion is to remember exactly what Christ has done for you. Have a wonderful start to your week.